I'm Sam Lyons. If you've been trying to learn how to play or just starting to learn how to play and are totally frustrated, maybe you've even tried in the past and gave up because for one reason or another, the main reason most people get frustrated with learning the guitar in the very beginning is that trying to do too much on the guitar in the beginning. The idea is to keep it simple, keep it very focused, and honed in on a certain way to play guitar using songs. The easiest way to learn how to play guitar is not by learning the theory and the bar chords and the scales and all of that sort of thing. There's a place for that. But when you're first starting out, most everyone wants to learn how to play and play their favorite songs. That's the goal. And they want to do it as quick as possible. I know way back many years ago when I first started, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play songs and play in a little band. And by golly, that's what I ended up doing. I learned how to play chords, chord progressions, play songs, and I ended up playing in a number of different bands when I was younger. But if you just wanted to learn songs, be able to play, if you only enjoy with your family and friends, little church group, whatever, keep it focused. If the way I'm going to show you today, I'm going to be concentrating on what I call the magic 4 chords. And I call them magic 4 chords because of the way I'm going to show you how to make these chords a little out of the traditional way. Instead of making a traditional G chord, say, or C chord, I'm going to show you 4 chords made a special way. And by doing this, you're going to find it a lot easier to play the chords, make them sound clear, be able to move from one chord to another quick and easy. And the idea is to get you playing as quickly as possible. And by the end of the day, you may be playing all 4 chords, or a couple of the chords at least. In a matter of days, you'll have all 4 chords down and be moving from one chord to the other, and even being able to put them in some songs. So I'm going to talk about the G, the C, the D, and the E minor. And again, this is my special way. For the G, you're going to take, now let me just clarify this for those of you that are brand new to guitar. We're going to be talking about using the first 3 frets here. First 3 frets. Okay? As far as making our chords go. These are the frets. This little white piece here is called the nut that holds the strings. They feed through it. So we're going to be talking about first 3 frets to make these chords. And what we're going to do, you're going to lock in the first and second string. First and second string are the 2 small strings on the bottom. You're going to put the little finger on the first string, your ring finger on the second string, and they're right next to the 3rd fret. Right next to the 3rd fret. 1, 2, 3. Not on them, next to them. Then you're going to take your first finger, put it on the 5th string, right next to the 2nd fret. Take your second finger, put it on the 6th string on the 3rd fret. Now these bottom 2 fingers will not move in any of these 4 chords. They stay the same, and that's what the secret to this is that you're not having to take all your fingers off, transition to C, and to D, and to E minor. That's the secret. Keep these 2 locked in. So we have the G. Should sound like this. Okay. To make the E minor, these 2 bottom fingers stay where they are. First and second finger go up. First finger is on the 5th string, 2nd fret. Second finger is on the 4th string, 2nd fret. Bottom 2 still locked in where they were. That's E minor. Okay. And then when we're going to go to C, you're going to put your first finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And your second finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret. The bottom 2 still locked in. There's C. Okay? And then one more. You're just going to take your bottom 2 stay where they are. We're going to go to D. Just take your first finger and put it on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. Bottom 2 still locked in. There's D. Now there is a diagram here on this page, down below, of these chords, and you'll have the diagram and also this video to go along with it to help you learn these chords and be able to play them. Now what you want to do is take 15-20 minutes a day, start and sit down and take these chords, start with any one of the 4. These chords are all in the same chord family, they go together, so it doesn't matter which one you start with, and just sit down and practice. Start with G, let's say, Mi minor, and you go to C, and D, back to G, E minor, C, D. Or you start with a D, and C, and you can see the bottom 2 fingers never move. They stay right there locked in. The only ones that are moving are your 1st and 2nd fingers. That's it. And you're making these 4 chords. And then once you get them down, I would start using just down strokes, just like I was doing here, to begin with. Once you get the chord sounding good and moving from one to the other, then you can start strumming. And you strum along with me here. I always encourage that, just as if you were sitting here across from me. Strum along. Don't be afraid to strum. And try to keep the strumming hand going while you make the chord changes. Another key, try to keep the strumming hand going while you're making the chord changes, okay? And the way you want to strum is use your wrist. Let the wrist do the work. Let it relax, not the whole forearm, the wrist. That way it keeps it smooth and even. Okay, see. So you just sit down, play these chords in any order, over and over, until they sound right, until you're able to move from one to the other. And then you'll be ready to play these in songs. Now with these 4 chords, you'll be able to play hundreds of your favorite songs. In all types of genre, rock, country, bluegrass, whatever it is you're wanting to play, you'll be able to play. And also, with the use of the capo, which I cover in another lesson, you'll be able to play thousands of songs. But we'll show you how to use the capo later. Main thing is learn these 4 chords, be able to strum them and switch from one to the other. Now one thing I want to be sure and tell you. Be sure your guitar is always in tune. Absolutely has to be in tune. Get your little electronic guitar tuner. You can get. I use the little start, like the one here on top of my headstock. Right here, if you can see it. It's the SN1 Snark, S-N-A-R-K tuner. Great little tuner. But get your electronic tuner. Make sure your guitar is in tune each time you practice. Secondly, use a thin, not a real thin pick. I use a 48 millimeter nylon Dunlop pick. 48 millimeter. That's somewhere in that range what you want, because it goes through the strings easy and it doesn't sound abrupt going through the strings. Okay. And then the third thing, and this a lot of people don't talk about when they're teaching guitar, showing you how to play. Keep your fingernails trimmed. You have to have sharp fingernails on this carding hand to allow the fingers to go straight down and make the strings press straight to the fretboard firm. So the fingernails need to be trimmed. I know some of you probably really don't want to trim your fingernails as often as you should, but when you're playing the guitar, need to be trimmed. That's a big deal, because if they're long, you're not going to be able to play the strings and play the chords properly. So if you're frustrated, you've been trying to learn how to play, stay focused on what I'm showing you. Stay here with me, and I will teach you how to play the guitar. There are so many different videos out there on the internet, on YouTube, scattered all over the internet. Some of them are good, some of them are not so good. But the problem with most all of them is that they're not focused, and they try to take you in too many different directions instead of staying in one direction. Keeping it simple, because if you're looking to learn the chords and play songs, you don't need bar chords and scales like I was saying earlier. None of that to begin with. Probably won't ever use it. I haven't used much of it. I know most of it, but I haven't used much of it in all my years of playing. I like to strum. I'm a rhythm guitar player. I love to strum and play songs and sing songs the best I can. I'm not a great singer, but I do the best I can. But that's another thing. When you start to play songs, sing along with your playing. Have fun with the guitar. That's what it's all about, having fun. So stay focused, stay with me here, and you'll learn how to play guitar. So that's it for today. Let's go play some guitar.